Hey, what's up guys? Steve here. And today we're going to take a look at the 50 highest selling 1990s baseball cards from the pwcc weekly auction that ended on October 15th. And we'll kick today's list off at number 50 with this 1992 Topps Greg Maddux card number 580. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $25.20. This card is a pop of 84 in a PSA 10. We get a classic junk wax era card at number 49 with Bo Jackson's 1990 score, card number 697. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $27.60. This card is a pop of just under 7,000 in a PSA 9, where a PSA 10 is a pop of 3,117. We're sticking to the junk wax era at number 48 with this 1990 Don Russ Sammy Sosa rookie, card number 489. This was a PSA 10 and it also sold for $27.60. This rookie is a pop of 1,131 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 47 is this 1995 Upper Deck Frank Robinson auto, card number AC3. This was a BGS Authentic auto and it sold for $31.20. Up next at number 46 is this 1993 Topps Derek Jeter rookie, card number 98. This was a PSA 9 and it also sold for $31.20. This rookie is a pop of 21,258 in a PSA 9 compared to a pop of 3,427 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 45 is this 1999 Flair Showcase Row 1 Cal Ripken Jr., card number 8. This was a BGS 9.5 and it sold for $32.40. Serial numbered out of 1500, this card is a pop of only 1 in a BGS 9.5 with no copies graded higher in a Beckett slab. Up next at number 44 is this 1997 Pinnacle Zenith Derek Jeter, card number 17. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $32.40. The Kid makes his first appearance on today's list at number 43 with this 1993 Diamond Marks Ken Griffey Jr. This was a PSA 8 and it sold for $32.40. This prototype is a pop of 1 in a PSA 8 with only 1 copy graded higher in a PSA 9. Make that back-to-back Ken Griffey Jr. appearances at number 42, this time with his 1990 Upper Deck, card number 156. This was a PSA 10 and it also sold for $32.40. This second year Upper Deck is a pop of 2,067 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 41 is this 1992 Don Russ Triple Play Preview Ken Griffey Jr., card number 1. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $34.80. This card is a pop of only 3 in a PSA 9 with only 1 copy graded higher in a PSA 10. Derek Jeter makes another appearance on today's list at number 40 with this 1997 Ultra Fame Game Derek Jeter, card number 7. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $38.40. This card is a pop of only 34 in a PSA 10. We get another classic junk wax era Bo Jackson at number 39 with his 1991 Fleer Pro Visions, card number 5. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $40.80. This card is a pop of 47 in a PSA 9, where a PSA 10 is a pop of 68. Up next at number 38 is this 1999 Skybox Thunder Derek Jeter, card number 273. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $43.20. This card is a pop of only 12 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 37 is this 1998 Leaf Rookies and Stars Leaf MVPs Ken Griffey Jr., card number 7. This was a BGS 9.5, and it sold for $43.20. Serial numbered out of 5,000, this card is a pop of only 2 in a BGS 9.5, with no copies graded higher in a Beckett slab. Coming in at number 36 is this 1997's Bowman's Best Mirror Image Atomic Refractor featuring Derek Jeter, Nomar Garciaparra, and Barry Larkin. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $43.20. Up next at number 35 is this 1995 Upper Deck Roger Clemens Auto, card number AC4. This was a BGS Authentic Auto, and it also sold for $43.20. Coming in at number 34 is this 1998 Topps Stars and Steels Derek Jeter, card number 18. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $44.40. This Jeter is a pop of only 3 in a PSA 10. We're back to the junk wax era at number 33 with this 1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan rookie, card number SP1. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $44.40. This short print rookie is a pop of 8,002 in a PSA 9, compared to 2,275 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 32 is this 1997 Metal Universe Magnetic Field Ken Griffey Jr., card number 4. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $45.60. Coming in at number 31 is this 1990 Don Russ 5000 Ks Nolan Ryan, card number 659. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $46.80. This card is a pop of 181 in a PSA 10. Derek Jeter makes another appearance to kick off the top 30 with his 1999 Skybox Premium, card number 154. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for just short of $50. This Jeter is a pop of only 25 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 29 is this 1999 Skybox Molten Metal Fusion Sterling Alex Rodriguez, card number 38F. This was a PSA 7, and it sold for $50.40. This card is a pop of only 2 in a PSA 7, with only 5 copies graded higher, including a pop of 2 in a PSA 9 for the 2 highest graded copies in a PSA slab. Coming in at number 28 is this 1995 Leaf Limited Bat Patrol Ken Griffey Jr., card number 5. This was a PSA 10, and it also sold for $50.40. This Ken Griffey Jr. is a pop of only 23 in a PSA 10. Make that back-to-back appearances for the kid at number 27, this time with his 1996 Flair Hot Gloves die cut, card number 4. This card was authenticated by NBA, and it sold for $51.60. Up next at number 26 is this 1998 Ultra Derek Jeter, card number 150. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $52.80. This Derek Jeter is a pop of only 2 in a PSA 10. Make that back-to-back appearances for Jeter at number 25 with his 1993 Classic Best, card number 91. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $54 even. This card is a pop of 434 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 24 is this 1990 Upper Deck Deion Sanders rookie, card number 13. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $55.20. This star rookie is a pop of 594 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 23 is this 1994 Upper Deck Derek Jeter, card number 550. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $62.40. This Jeter is a pop of 291 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 22 is this 1998 Metal Universe All Galactic Team Derek Jeter, card number 9. This card was authenticated by NBA, and it sold for just short of $70. We're sticking to the same set at number 21, this time with Ken Griffey Jr.'s Metal Universe All Galactic Team, card number 1. This was a PSA 7, and it sold for $72. This card is a pop of 10 in a PSA 7, with 25 copies graded higher, including a pop of only 1 in a PSA 10. And kicking off the top 20 of today's list is this 1998 Topps Gallery of Heroes Cal Ripken Jr., card number GH9. This was an SGC 10, and it sold for $74.40. This is the highest graded copy of this card in a SGC slab and is a pop of only 1. Up next at number 19 is this 1996 Finest Cal Ripken Jr. Refractor, card number 25. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $79.20. Without the protective coating, this refractor is a pop of 13 in a PSA 9, with no copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Make that 3 straight appearances for Cal Ripken Jr. at number 18, this time with his 1995 Leaf Limited Lumberjacks, card number 16. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $81.60. Serial numbered out of 5,000, this Cal Ripken Jr. is a pop of 40 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 17 is this 1992 Upper Deck Minor League Derek Jeter rookie, card number 5. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $86.40. This Jeter is a pop of 1,543 in a PSA 10. Greg Maddux makes another appearance on today's list at number 16 with his 1997 Topps, card number 130. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $88.80. This card is a pop of 93 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 15 is this 1999 Topps Chrome Ken Griffey Jr. Refractor, card number 224. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $93.60. This refractor is a pop of 24 in a PSA 9, with only 10 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 14 is this 1991 Topps Desert Shield Robert Yount, card number 575. This was a BGS 9.5, and it sold for $93.60. This Desert Shield is a pop of 9 in a BGS 9.5, with no copies graded higher in a Beckett slab. We're sticking to the junk wax era at number 13 with this 1990 Don Russ Todd Zeal rookie, card number 29. This rated rookie was a PSA 10, and it sold for $103.20. This card is a pop of only 2 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 12 is this 1996 Ultra Hitting Machines die cut Ken Griffey Jr. card number 4. This card was authenticated by NBA and it sold for $132. The kid makes back-to-back appearances at number 11, this time with his 1990 Toys R Us Rookies, card number 13. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $150. This card is a pop of 428 in a PSA 10. And kicking off the top 10 of today's list is this 1996 Ultra Hitting Machines die cut Barry Bonds, card number 2. This card was authenticated by NBA, and it sold for $234. Up next at number 9 is this 1999 Skybox Premium Soul of the Game Derek Jeter, card number 4. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $264. This Jeter is a pop of only 16 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 8 is this 1994 SP Ken Griffey Jr. Auto, card number 379. This was a BGS Authentic Auto, and it sold for $288. Up next at number 7 is this 1993 SP Derek Jeter Rookie, card number 279. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $372. This Jeter Rookie is a pop of 9,485 in a PSA 8, compared to 621 in a PSA 9, and a PSA 10 is still a pop of only 21. Coming in at number 6 is this 1992 Front Row Draft Picks Promo Derek Jeter. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $384. This card is a pop of 78 in a PSA 10. And kicking off the top 5 of today's list is this 1996 Circa Rave Ken Griffey Jr., card number 198. This card was serial numbered out of 150, it was authenticated by NBA, and it sold for $396. Up next at number 4 is this 1999 Stadium Club Cosigners featuring Derek Jeter and Chipper Jones, card number CS4. This auto was in a BGS 9, and it sold for $540. Coming in at number 3 is this 1996 Circa Rave Derek Jeter, card number 65. This card was serial numbered out of 150, it was authenticated by NBA, and it sold for $900 even. Up next at number 2 is this 1997 Ultra David Ortiz Rookie, card number 518. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $930. This rookie is a pop of 125 in a PSA 10. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 1990 Diamond Cards Tampa Yankees Mariano Rivera pre-rookie, card number 17. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $1,230. This card is a pop of 118 in a PSA 10. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.